A Highland cow illustration so sweet, it looks like he stomped right out of a storybook. That's what's coming up, and I promise it's easier than you think. Welcome back, friends. My name is Shayda Campbell, and around here we make art, and it's fun, not scary. I've been drawing a lot of little animals lately using a mixed media approach that includes watercolor and either pen or colored pencil. And that's exactly what we're going to do today as we draw this little Highland cow. This is what the sketchbook looks like if you are interested. It's tiny, it's from Artex, and the paper quality is excellent. I've linked it in the description and in my Amazon shop. I've got a small round brush. This is a number 6 Velvet Touch, also linked, and my Shayda Campbell watercolor set, but use what you have on hand. Now we're going to mix up a dark brown, burnt umber, and lots of water, as well as a lighter brown, Naples yellow, lots of water with maybe like a hint of that burnt umber. Come over to our tiny little sketchbook, and we're going to work out kind of an oval shape. This will be his body. So we're starting with the body of the cow. We're going to pull that paint down and create 2 little legs right at the back. So you can see how I kind of move the paint around, almost like I'm sculpting the paint on the page, because I don't want to get any harsh lines forming. And so I sort of drag the pigment down into these little legs, and the legs, of course, are basically just lumps. And there we have it, a body with 4 legs. Now the next thing I'm going to do is rinse my brush, and with just water on the brush, I'm going to figure out where the head will sit. So obviously the water is kind of brown, that's fine. I just want to give myself a guide. Okay, his head is going to be this size and shape. You can see me making some wispy lines because he's so fuzzy. And then I am lifting a little bit of color because I know I need to put the snout there eventually. So always have a little paper towel on hand, and you can actually lift to lighten with your watercolors while they are still wet. Then I take that light brown and I give him a little hairstyle at the top of his head here. He's got that shaggy hair. And then I'll grab a little of the darker brown, and we're going to incorporate the darker color on his lower body. Typically, an animal's lower body will be more in shadow. This can also help incorporate hair texture and with that wispy look. I'm going to use the darker color to go around under his fluffy hair. And also, I sort of worked out the shape of a snout. So don't paint the snout in. And finally, give him a little tail. Cute little tail. I think we need to let that dry. So let's come over here and mix up a color for his horns. I'm using white with a little bit of burnt umber. And then we can put a little bit of gray in there as well. If you have a Payne's gray or French gray, add just a touch. And as long as the hair isn't too wet, we can work out the shape of the horns. And you want those to be low down on the sides of his head. While we're waiting for our cute cow to dry, we can also take a bit of green and just do a few little brush strokes to indicate grass, and then do a few horizontal brush marks to kind of blend the green and create the color of grass without the actual wispy bits. You can see I lifted quite a bit of my green. I used the paper towel and then layered in more. So a few brush marks, a few little wispy lines, although we are going to do this as a mixed media piece. So if you would rather just put down a little bit of a green wash, you can add all the little grass lines with colored pencil later on. Let's fill in his snout. I just want to do this with a light pink. So this is white with a bit of red and a bit of brown. And then we're going to take more of that dark brown, that burnt umber, and we are going to add contrast, shading, and hair texture, just with a few wispy little lines. All of a sudden, his lower body is more in shadow, his hair has a bit more texture, and it was all as simple as adding a few little wispy brush marks and lines. That's it for the watercolor portion. We'll let this guy dry completely. We will grab some colored pencils, and I will take a moment to tell you that I wrote my first book. It will be coming out this fall, and pre-orders are open now. So if you love my teaching style, consider purchasing your copy today. And here is where it gets really fun. We add a lot of texture, contrast, detail, and we do it all with colored pencils. So this allows you to have an immense amount of control. You're going to put some little hair there and make his coat look really wispy, or would this be considered fur? We're going to add some green grass, just tiny little lines. You could draw in some flowers. It's all very simple and doodly, but it comes together to create the sweetest little cow illustration, and it's so easy. Use black for his dot eyes. Little W shapes create the hooves, and you can outline his horns if you like. Now, I realize his snout isn't quite the right shape. He looks too much like a pig, so I erased a little. I erased what I could. I changed the shape slightly. You can see I put more of an indent at the bottom, and then I actually added his smile line on there as well. So with colored pencil, you do have some ability to erase, and then also I used a nice warm light brown to shade around the snout, helping me to refine the shape of it a little. Finally, I added some wispy black lines to his cute little poof haircut, and he's all done. That was so much fun to draw, and it only took me about 30 minutes. I hope that you drew along. This is one of those ones where I feel like it can be quite empowering to see what you can create when you mix medias like this. And hey, this is my last video before a short maternity leave. I won't be posting on YouTube here for the next month, but there will be Friday videos on Patreon. Yes, weekly videos are still coming out. They're all about animals, and if you want to sign up, now is the time. I might even have a little sale going on for you to encourage you to become a patron and support this community. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon over on Patreon.